idea for an income stream that I've been curious about for, of course, for years now. Y'all may be curious about it too. I know we, like I said, we see all these people online making money, saying they're doing all these things. Some post receipts, some don't. I put it that way. And like I said, definitely, of course, I'm a full-time social worker. So of course I'm interested in an online income of some sort, and just trying to see how this is going to go, how I can build it, what it's going to look like. I may not know fully, but let's go ahead and get into this anyway. So again, welcome to the video, y'all. Today I'm talking about, like I said, an income stream that I'm curious about, and that is content creation. Because I know I see a lot of people, of course, not just on YouTube, but Facebook, TikTok, all these other sites, of course, making all the top, well, said they're making all this money. I don't know for sure. I don't live in their house. I don't have their IRS taxes. I don't know, but like I said, I'm just taking their word for it, because I know there are people actually making money out here. I can tell you that. I know that for a fact. I'm not sure how many, that kind of thing, but like I said, I'm definitely curious about it for myself, because I know that I don't want to work a 9 to 5 for the rest of my life. I guess I put it that way, or for the rest of this year, to be honest. Or I'll just say for the next year, until the end of 2026. I'd rather be doing something else, I guess I put it that way, that I know I can do, and that I know that my skills, my talents, my abilities, and everything else can go into as well, while providing some resources and information and fun times and things like that people want to see. And that people probably, I'm sure, need right now, with all the craziness going on in this world right now. And like I said, I've been curious about this income stream because, like I said, I've made probably thousands of videos so far. I'm not sure how many, but I've made a whole lot of videos and things like that. But I know that it's not just about in the video making. I know there's all types of ways to, of course, create content to get paid for it, whether it's doing written posts, quotes, different things. Folks are getting money, as they say, off different types of social media platforms, and of course, like I said, social media styles, quotes, and like I said, the written post and reels, and the selling post, and all those types of things. And of course, content, just making content to, of course, teach and educate, to comedy, fun type, I guess, fun type of stuff as well. And like I said, I definitely want to get into this more and see where it can take me to as well. Because like I said, I know that me working, which some of y'all may have been on my videos before, and you may have heard me say this, but I've been in this, I'll be a social worker going on 27 years in a few months. Meaning that I've been working in the field, working in offices, doing whatever my job duties were for almost 27 years now. Just shy of 3 months. And yes, while I have enjoyed working with the people and things like that, I feel it's time for me to step out there and do something for myself. And do something that I want and that I would love and that I would like, and something that I can be proud of. And I'm sure a lot of y'all out there may be employed as well, and probably thinking the same thing and wondering how this is going to work and what you're going to do. I don't know all the specifics either. I know a lot of things, yes, about social media and stuff like that, about different platforms, about funnels, about email systems. I know a lot of those things. And some of y'all know or may not know, but I'm a certified life and relationship coach as well. So I was doing a lot of this some of this back in the day. It didn't come to fruition, I guess I put it that way, as I would liked. No income was gotten from it at all over several years. So I stopped, and I was very, very discouraged. And like I said, what I know is that I was looking at those gurus, or so-called gurus, who were out there doing all this and they're making millions a day and this kind of thing, and not realizing that the systems they have built is not the same systems that I have to have in place when I start building as well. They're not the same. They're at a different point than I'm at. I was at the beginning. They're way past on mile 10, year number 10. I'm just starting off my first week. I'm thinking I have to have all these systems in place, all this kind of stuff. And like I said, that burned me the hell out. And like I said, definitely, I was very, very discouraged. And actually, more than a burnout, it was more just feeling like I failed. I couldn't do it right. I was like I said, I didn't make the money that they had and all this kind of stuff. I couldn't do it right at all. No matter what the hell I did, nothing was coming to fruition at all. And like I said, that was very, very, very discouraging. And I'm sure a lot of y'all can identify with doing something in life and it's not coming to fruition like you've seen other people have, or like you thought it would go. And it's just very, very draining and very, very, like I said, just feelings of just, I cannot do this. feeling down about it, feeling upset about it, feeling resentful about it, because you see all these folks claiming they're making all this, but you ain't got nothing at all to even show for it, but just a bunch of videos or a bunch of posts or an email system or whatever it is you were trying to build, a bunch of clothes, a shirts if you're trying to sell t-shirts, whatever it is. We all have been there. But I know that I had to stop being at that point. I had to stop being so discouraged and so upset about me not making it in the way that I thought I would. I have no idea how this thing is going to go or how it's going to look at all. None of us do. All I can do is, of course, keep going forward then in the things that I know how to do. I guess I put it that way. I don't know how to do every single thing, but I know how to do some things. And like I said, I'm just curious about, like I said, I'm actually making an income from this and how it can go and how it can be and how it's going to start for me. I guess I put it that way as well. I don't know. It hasn't started yet. I guess I put it that way. But like I said, I'm definitely interested in the content creation, like I said, income stream. And some of y'all may be watching out here are content creators as well. And some of y'all I might look at. And what I'm looking forward to, like I said, working this full-time job, that's something that I'm looking forward to actually ending, I'm hoping, in this year. I'm going to keep trying at this thing. Like I said, y'all, like I said, back in the day, like I said, when I had all feeling all discouraged and didn't want to restart doing my videos and having all this issue and feeling resentful because I followed all these gurus and the shit they told me was wrong. And I was just so pissed off about that because they still claiming they making millions and I ain't made not one damn penny off all the stuff that they said do. I did that for about 7-8 years, y'all. Seriously. Very upset about it. I still kind of have a little bit of hard feelings about it, but I know that things are going to be okay at this time. How, I don't know. I'm sure God got me in that area. I'm sure that I have a faith of a mustard seed that something is going to work out, and I'm pretty sure about that. I just have to keep being consistent with what I'm doing. Like I have been, I guess I put it that way as well. I have recently, this past week, on Facebook, my Facebook page. And I'll put my link tree in the description if you want to check anything out. But my Facebook page, I just post like funny stuff and, of course, my day or something going on or, of course, some relationship. I'm a social worker, so, of course, me trying to, of course, teach and educate, that kind of thing, that's near dear to my heart. So I still, of course, do stuff like that as well. Talk about relationships and caregiving and all those types of things, all the experience I've had, I guess I put it that way. And this past week, I got a message from Facebook on my professional dashboard saying that I was able to monetize my reels, my posts, my quotes, anything that I posted on there besides just getting stars. And I was like, oh my God, this is awesome. But of course, I haven't made a dime from it yet, but I mean, it just started this week. So like I said, I'm definitely, like I said, just interested in how this is going to go. I'm over on TikTok. I do, of course, different engagement questions. I do videos over there as well. I haven't danced in a while, that kind of thing, but I probably will do one today, probably. So, because I'm in a dancing mood today. But like I said, definitely, I'm over there on TikTok, and I got this was probably back in the fall sometime. I don't know. They put me in the beta program for the TikTok shop. I don't even have 5,000 followers yet. I have about maybe 2,000, a little bit over 2,000. And they put me in the beta program so I can have a TikTok shop so I can sell items. But the one thing I have not done consistently was actually do videos about those items. And thank you. Is it Bapticial? I think is the name. Thank you for tuning in this morning. And I'm talking about my curiosity as far as content creation and how to create an income from this. And that may be something that you're looking forward to or thinking about as well. So I know you just came in half the video, but I'm hoping that's something I've said that has sparked your curiosity as well. Because like I said, I'm very curious about this. And I of course, I have another YouTube channel called Eat and Travel with Tony, where I'm, of course, doing all my travel stuff over there, traveling. And it's not every day because I cannot travel every day, being a social worker, being in the office. I don't have enough time to even take out work to travel every day. If I could, trust me, I would. I don't have the income either. Because social work income, majority of us don't make, I can say probably in the whole U.S., probably as a bachelor's or a master's level, probably no more than $60,000 a year, if that. Especially if you're working for a nonprofit or something else, you ain't making no more than 50, I can tell you that. 40 or 50, somewhere along those lines, no matter how many years you worked. Because that's where I'm at. I worked almost 27 years, ain't made over 50,000 yet. And I know damn well I'm worth more than that. I know that. And that's why I'm, like I said, I am upset about all the, of course, everybody back in the day growing up, we didn't have social media. I'm almost 50. Y'all be 50 years old in September. We didn't have social media. So growing up for us, for those who are of us who are born in the 70s and 80s, we had none of these things to even know that there was content creation, or there was no YouTube, there was no Google, there was no cell phones, there was nothing like that. All we knew was what our parents and what our immediate environment told us. Our school told us to go to school, get a good job, and you'll be fine. And that is not the case. If that's the case, I'll be rich as hell by now after 27 years of working, and that is not the case. You barely make any money. You make enough just to get by. For, I would say, probably 75% of the jobs out here, because about 75% of us in the U.S., like I said, don't make no more than $50,000 or $60,000 a year. Considering rent is rent, and well, I guess I can't speak for mortgages because you can probably set your own price, I'm sure. But for most rents, for our 2-bedroom apartment is $1,400-$1,500 a month. That's more than one of my paychecks a month. And that's not even including the utilities and toiletries and food and gas and all this type of thing. Car note, that's not even including that kind of stuff. That's just a place to lay your head. And as we know, most places in the U.S. are very, very expensive. We can't even live to even have a vacation every single month if we wanted to anyway. We are working on once or twice a year. That's what we're pushing forward to. And we have been able to do it twice a year in the last maybe 2 years. 2 years maybe. And I'm like, okay, I'm the one that I want to travel and see this world. There's no way I can do this on a work income at all. So I'm going to have to make this content creation thing work in some type of way and really get out here. And of course, like I said, start doing more content, no matter how that may look, whatever is right for me. It may not be the same thing for you, but I'm going to really have to get out here and start doing this thing if that's really what I want. I want to be able to live on the road while I'm, of course, visiting different places, towns, cities, countries, and of course, just enjoying my life and showing y'all what I'm doing every day, while still teaching, of course, some of those relationship things, some of the things, I don't know, whichever it may be. And at some point that may stop as well. I really don't know. I have no, like I said, y'all, I have no idea how this is going to look, but I know what I want. I know I don't want to work a 9 to 5 for the rest of my life, or for the rest of, like I said, this year. I know I want more freedom in my day so I can do what I want to do and make the money I want to make. I know I can make hundreds of thousands. I'm pretty sure that. I'm sure I can make millions of dollars. I'm sure that too. But like I said, it is hard to work a job and do the content creation in the evening because I don't have all day to film all this stuff. I can't do that stuff at work because of confidentiality and things like that. I'll be sued and probably fired and locked up. If I'm showing all y'all my client files and what's going on, I can't do that at all. So I can't even bring in that type of content, even though I get rave reviews from all the support groups that I facilitate. I just got a awesome feedback from our CEO, actually. Let me know that somebody came to him at one of the meetings and was saying how much they enjoyed the support group the other day. And, oh, my God, it was so good and it was right on time. That was me. I did all that. And I'm not even giving myself credit for all the stuff I've done at work. Somehow I'm going to have to. Another video, I guess I'll talk about that, but because I have accolades as well that I can share with y'all to let y'all know how I'm doing, I put it that way, when it comes to work. I love what I do. Well, to a certain extent, I love what I do. I'm getting tired of it because it's been the same thing over the last almost 27 years. I'm sick and tired of that same thing. I need something that's fun to me in life. That of course, I bake and I cook and I film videos and stuff like that on my Eat and Travel with Tony channel. And like I said, I know there's others out there who can identify with this, who are working full time trying to get out of this rat race. And like I said, I'm definitely curious about content creation because I know that's going to be at some point the way that I exit out of this. I'm pretty sure that with all the content I'm doing or trying to do or that type of thing, something is going to have to give at some point. Something is going to compound at some point. And like I said, yes, while I'm talking to myself and telling you all my story, that kind of thing, I know there's others out there who are working full time that's sick and tired of that crap too. We hear about the TSA. We on, what is it called? Half of a shutdown, whatever it's called right now. TSA workers out here working more than half and quit because they can't, of course, once you get past about a month, most folks ain't got savings past a month. That's majority of the U.S., I'm pretty sure. I don't know about other countries. I cannot say that. But the U.S., 99% of us do not have enough savings to get us past between 1 and 3 months of living. The other 1% definitely do, but we definitely don't. A lot of us don't. I don't either. Well, I take that back. I actually do. But like I said, I didn't have it back in the day, but I have it now. I take that back because I do have that now. And like I said, I know that people out here seeing these jobs, seeing what's going on, especially when it came to all the shutdown years ago with the flu COVID thing. That shut a lot of stuff down, and folks seeing then how jobs were treating us. They didn't care. They wanted their job done, even though people was falling sick, dead at work, all kind of stuff. Jobs was shutting down, left us those who are employees without anything. And I'm not saying that's the job's fault, but of course we know that nothing is 100% is what I'm saying, y'all. And we have to make it work some type of way. And like I said, I'm going to look into this content creation thing a lot more and study it a lot more as well, so that I can get better at these things, so that this can be an income that I can transition into once I, of course, leave my employment. And thank you, Elijah, for tuning in as well. Like I said, that content creation is something that I'm very curious about, and how it's going to work in my life. I guess I put it that way as well, and what income is going to make me as well, or what I can make off of it. I guess I put it that way, because I haven't made any income yet. But like I said, it's definitely something I'm very curious about, and trying to, of course, implement into my lifestyle, so that I can, of course, do content creation full time and not work in the office. Can't do nothing but just work the office and all that kind of stuff every single day, Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Like I said, after 27, almost 27 years, I am tired of that. And it's not like I said, it's not like I don't want to help anybody, don't love anybody, don't want to do my job. I do my job every single day, but at some point, you get tired. You see all the stuff, like I said, that's going on. It depresses you at points. We know that jobs are not the savior as they used to be, like, I guess, back in the 40s and 50s and that kind of thing. They are not nowadays at all. And I know that I have to make it work in some type of other arena, so that I can take care of myself once this job does go, I guess, does end for me. Like I said, I can't say what day that's going to be. I don't know. I got to start making income from content creation first. It ain't just going to happen right away, I'm pretty sure. And thank you, Derek and Candy. Thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate that as well. But like I said, I'm definitely curious about this content creation, because like I said, I know that's going to be a way that I can leave my 9 to 5 at some point. Hopefully this year is what I'm looking at. And like I said, I know a lot of y'all out there may be looking, watching, full-time employees, or got 4 or 5 different jobs, or gig work and all this kind of stuff, trying to figure out, is this all I'm going to have for the rest of my life? I'm thinking the same way. I don't want to just work a job for the rest of my life. This has been half my life, actually more than half my life right now. Almost 27 years, that's more than half my life at this point. Been working, and I haven't got much from it, except for the income that's invested into, of course, buying equipment, or into the business that I have. That's about it. And like I said, golly, I know something have to give at some point. And I know some of y'all out there can identify with that as well. And I actually got to get into the office to go to work. So I got to go ahead and get off here, y'all. But like I said, this is something that I'm definitely curious about, how to make content creation work for me, so that I can transition out of my 9 to 5, and so that I can make an income from it, so that I can travel the way that I want to travel, and see the world the way that I want to see the world, while of course, having the income coming in as well. That's what this video was about. I hope y'all have been, I guess, enjoyed the video, or at least had some light bulbs go off while you're watching the video, that you may be thinking about your own life, and you're sick and tired of this job and sick and tired of this. But what I know is that we have to have a backup plan as well. And this is my backup plan at this present time. Even though I've had home baking business, I still have a home baking business and stuff like that. But like I said, it's definitely, like I said, something that at this point that I'm going to continue on doing. You're right about that. Is it two pole? You're right about that. It's not hard to make a decision, but it's hard to make a choice. What I know about that is that, yes, you can make the choice of the decision all day long, but you got to put it into action. It does not matter what my mouth has said. I can make this decision, make a choice all day long, but if I haven't put anything to action, actually posting, actually doing videos, actually doing something to create some content, then it will never work. And I'm a firm believer that actions speak louder than words always, no matter what I've said. I can make that choice and decision all day long, but I got to follow it up with some heavy action if I really want it to happen this year. But definitely thank you for that comment. But you're definitely right. Like I said, it's not hard to make a decision, but it's hard to make a choice. You're definitely right. You have to choose to want to take those actions. And if you're not choosing the action, then you're gonna stay in the same place as I have been saying, I'm gonna do this year, and I'm gonna do that this year, and nothing came to fruition because I didn't do what I said I was gonna do. I didn't even take all the action. I took some action, but not 100% action. Right. So with that, y'all, let me go ahead and get out of here. Like I said, I got to get into work this morning, so this employer can, of course, fund my life. I guess fund my business ventures at this time. So like I said, definitely y'all take care. I'll see y'all in the next video, and let me know in the comments if you work full time and what your and what kind of what are you curious about when it comes to creating another stream of income? What kind of job or what kind of thing would that be for you? So let me know, like I said, in the comments, y'all. Peace out. Have a great day, y'all. I'll talk to y'all in the next video.